look like a toddler, drawing lines in the sand, talking about how you're defending the truth and taking a stand.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
You are listening to Doctrine. You are listening to Doctrine.
To avoid the tragedy that the church suddenly, in the name of attracting large crowds, suddenly in the name of cultural relevance, suddenly in the name of attracting large crowds, the church is dumbing down, saying truth doesn't matter, doctrine isn't really significant, just getting people here feeling good, meeting felt needs is what it's all about. And the world has just discovered in a crisis we must have a rock. We must have truth. We must have right. We must have wrong. We must have absolutes. And suddenly, it'll take us 30, 40 years to get back up to speed as a church. By that time, the world will be in change. Oh, how sad when the church is just kind of floating along.
I'm noticing that Christians often want to excuse God from things God doesn't need excusing from. Romans 8:28 makes no sense without Romans 8:29. For whom he did foreknow, he predestined them to become conformed to the image of his Son, that we might become the firstborn among many brothers. Us like his Son. We are predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son. Jesus is total love, total joy, total peace, total patience, gentleness, self-control. Predestination, now I know some people are going to disagree with this, but is as much about sanctification as it is about salvation. Well, it's not like we're walking down the street one day and we're zapped, and all of a sudden I no longer worry anymore, or I'm always patient with everybody, I'm always Christ-like. There's no pill, there's no conference, there's no book that can do that kind of sanctification.
You are listening to Doctrine. You are listening to Doctrine.
If you are following Christ at all, and if his love has made any difference in your life, think of yourself the way Jesus thought of himself. He had equal status with God, but didn't think so much of himself that he had to cling to the advantages of that status no matter what. When the time came, he set aside the privileges and took on the status of a slave, and he became human. And he stayed human. It was humbling, and he didn't have special privilege. Instead, he lived a selfless and obedient life, and then died a selfless and obedient death, the worst kind of death, on a cross. Because of that obedience, God lifted him high and honored him far above anyone or anything ever, so that all created beings on heaven and earth have to lift his name up. That is doctrine. That is how we know what love is, because he loved us first while we were yet sinners, not because we think there are great things we can do. Grace and peace to you.